this week on What's the Remedy podcast.
All right, what's up? This is What's the Remedy podcast. It's your boy, Dr. J.
Mr. Wash.
Ashley Ray.
And this is your weekly conversation about mental health, illnesses, black people stuff, everything that plagues society.
Black people stuff too.
yeah, all the stuff, social media stuff too. But this is your weekly conversation about all of that. And this is your prescribed antiseptic to toxic masculinity. What's up, y'all?
What's up?
There you go.
All right.
I turned up your lows. I'm turning up your lows. So.
Turn them lows up.
You sound like Beyonce.
Oh, shit.
You know, when Blue came into my home,
She does sound like that. God damn.
I was like,
And you got this blonde hair in today?
hey, I've been doing some things with this blonde hair.
Say some more, y'all.
Anyway. Oh, yeah, you know. Drunk in Love. We made that song in one hit.
In one take.
One take.
There you
hit. Hey, don't tell me what to say. The Beehive will come get you. But then Blue came, and then I don't know the kids' names because
Wow.
I don't remember them.
If you knew her cadence with the way your voice sounds, it'd be really good.
Yeah.
Drunk in Love.
No, not singing voice.
Not singing
talking
voice.
voice.
You know, people have a cadence on how they talk.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah, you do too.
You do too. Everybody does. It's a rhythm that everybody has.
Oh.
You got your own little rhythm.
You know, I do what I can.
There you go.
All right.
So how everybody weekend and all that good shit?
Busy.
Busy. Booked and busy.
Booked and busy.
Where does that come from?
I don't know. I thought you made it up.
No, I didn't. I just heard people say it. I seen it posted on social media and stuff too. I don't know what it's from.
Yes, you what? Booked and busy.
Booked and busy.
Booked and busy.
I figured it was like one of them reality show things or something that somebody got. That's why everybody's saying it. Anywho, so what you do? Booked and busy? Do you have a busy weekend? I know you always going somewhere.
Always.
On the run.
On
the run, Beyonce?
That Beyonce.
I was sung that part. I don't care. No, I don't sound like her. Anyway, I went to my group training gala. It's called Mean Green Training.
Oh, yeah.
Mean Green Gala. So they did like a gala every year, end of the year, just to celebrate, came so far with working out. So it's time to let loose. And the theme was, I'm going to say...
Roaring 20s.
Yeah, I'm going to say Harlem Nights / Great Gatsby.
Yeah, it looked kind of Great Gatsby-ish, but it's basically Rolling 20.
Yeah. It was cool.
1920s. Shit.
Yeah. Got loose with it. I ain't get too loose.
I see you had the makeup on and whatnot.
Man, look, I'm like a whole different person. So I named that person Amber.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You was different.
Yeah.
Damn, that's so fucked up.
I mean, it wasn't bad.
No.
My mama said, that's not you. That shit hurt my feelings. I don't know how to take that. Because I'm not a makeup person, but shout out to Chelsea. She did a great job because for me to be a makeup virgin out here in this, I'm a virgin. For me to be
it didn't look bad at all. It's just like the way the makeup was, it accented your eyes already big.
Yeah. I told her watch that shit. I did tell her watch that.
So you had that deer in the headlight look.
Like,
hello.
I don't know how to pose with that. I was like, what am I supposed to do? My eyes already big, so I'm like,
And then you just open them up wider.
Yeah.
It was
Basically,
different.
that's how I went.
It was good though.
Yeah. And what was it? This Sunday fun day, y'all. I finally went to Phil & Derek. That was my first time.
That was the first time in Phil & Derek's, like ever?
Ever. I mean, I'm built. No, that's ever.
I'm finna move your mic.
Mine?
I was gonna try it, yeah. I'm gonna stand it up for this way. Like talking to the side of it.
Hello. That's how I met him.
He got his headphones.
I don't have a headphone. I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
On the fly.
Yeah.
But I'm glad everybody let loose. Oh, that sounds so much better.
Yeah, but it sounds better.
Yeah, it is better.
Yeah, I'm so glad everybody let loose.
Don't change your voice.
Okay.
Talk normal.
I don't know. Okay.
Anywho.
What y'all doing the weekend?
Shit, what did I do this week? I had to write it down. Like every time we start talking about weekends, I gotta write it down because I don't never remember. I ain't do nothing like Friday. I didn't do nothing. I don't think I did nothing Friday.
Did you get your makeup done?
No, Friday wasn't Friday the day that get beat.
I got beat. That was a lot of makeup. I wasn't gonna play that. I'm not a makeup person. I don't know how the fuck they do that all the time. Makeup was everywhere.
No, Friday wasn't Friday the day that it rained. It was supposed to like flood.
Yeah.
What did you do?
That's why I didn't do it. I stayed at the house.
Yeah, you kept talking about, are you gonna go to Buffalo? Oh, you said you were gonna go to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was following you on Snap. I was bored, so.
Yeah. You finally started watching snaps.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I didn't go to the gym. I didn't do nothing because I don't know. I didn't want to go through the monsoon. Okay. Yeah, because I was driving and I was going home, and like all of a sudden the rain hit. And at first I was like, oh, it's just a little sprinkle. This ain't that bad. I can go by the gym and make it home. And then like I got like almost to the gym, which the gym's right by my house anyway. So I got almost to the gym and it just starts like pouring down to the point where like it's hard to see while I was driving. And I was like, no, I guess I'm gonna go home. So I went home and chilled. I worked out at the house. And then Saturday, I did like some cleaning, some decorating for Christmas because I ain't finna get Christmas decorations up. So
all right.
Yeah, I had to do a little something.
That's different for a man to put up decorations.
I mean, I don't have that many, and the ones
That's
I
good.
have,
Men don't put up nothing.
yeah, but the ones I have are all from my mama. So
That's okay.
yeah,
It
works.
looks nice. I said, look at him, looking all grown.
I'll be trying to be an adult out here in these streets.
Gotcha.
But no, I also
Did you play Christmas music while you put up lights?
I almost did,
That's what you
and
posted.
I changed my mind.
Would you play trap music?
No, I actually was playing some. So I got to go to this.
Cardi.
No, what's that shit called? I got to go to this Ari Lennox in Black concert
Okay.
this Friday. So I want to make sure
So
I
you
was
got a ticket.
clear on everything. I didn't get y'all tickets, but they only $30 and they probably not sold out. So
Where they gonna be at?
Revention Music Center.
They only 30?
They're pretty good. It's Friday, so I made like a playlist of their music so I can kind of get used to their music. Cause I mean, I've listened to them off and on. Like I have a few of their songs. I wanted to make sure I knew a little bit more of their catalog before I go to the concert. Cause I want to be in the concert and be like, oh, that sounds like kind of jam. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I want to be able to be like, oh, that's that one song. You know, at least I can do that even if I don't know the words. But yeah, so I decorated and cleaned up to that shit. Anyway, so then like later on that day, I went to this birthday thing at this hookah spot downtown called 1014 Hookah. 1014 Hookah. It's on like 1014 St. Emmanuel or something like that. But anyway, I got there and it's pretty good. It's a nice little look. I think they let you do BYOB. We didn't do BYOB, of course, but it was like they do BYOB, but you gotta pay for a section fee. So I guess like setup or whatever.
How much is that?
Don't know. We didn't do it. We just bought hookahs and drinks. Like their drinks were like $10 each, but they made them really strong. I'll give them that much. But it's like a little small. It's a black-owned hookah place over there, so I'll give them that in the East downtown. Yeah, so it was different. But yeah, that was pretty much the extent of it. 1014 Hookah.
Okay.
Off 1014 Emmanuel in East downtown. So,
Okay.
what about you, Wash? How was your weekend?
Like I said, the monsoon was there Friday.
Yep.
Kind of just helped parents' house and just did like Christmas decorations like you did.
Yeah.
Get stuff together. Went on a whole adventure trying to find the Michelle Obama book.
You didn't buy it off Amazon?
Nah, my mom actually is going to Dallas for the book signing and stuff like that. She wanted to read the book before she goes.
Oh.
So I told her I'd get her the book, so I had to go like the 3 different places to find it. And stuff like that. I ended up
I
going.
just ordered the book, actually.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I've seen people like posting that they got their book in and all that kind of stuff, so that's helpful.
Yeah.
And I think she coming to like she doing her little thing in Houston in March. I think it just got posted. It just got posted like today.
Yeah.
Okay, I have my book.
It's like March 2nd, something like that.
Yeah, she's coming to Houston. She's going to Dallas next like Monday.
Yeah.
Like the 17th.
Okay.
Well, that's what's up, man. Yeah, no, that's. I wanted to say that I heard her book was like really good for the people that did get it.
Mm-hmm.
I've never read it. I don't read books, but if I
So
did
you
read
like the
books,
president? Okay.
yeah, I'm just like our president Donald Trump. That's me,
Hey.
same guy.
Hey, you not reading, got him president.
Hey, shit.
Sky's the limit.
Whatever I need to do to be more like Donald Trump, I'm gonna do it.
Don't read, get on Twitter all day.
Shit, that's my life.
And you too can be president.
I can be president. I should be the president, goddamn it. But yeah, so anywho, we can move right along to the main segment because we kind of established what we did for the weekend. So our main segment today is our check yourself segment, quote unquote. We want to talk a little bit about just kind of who you receive advice from. I mean, because we had an episode like last week or the week before. We talked about like people that follow different people. Like we talked about Facebook preachers and Steve Harvey, Derek Jackson, all that kind of stuff. We talked about that a couple episodes ago. But the thing about this time is we want to talk about more of what's the topic? Like it's more of like privileged conversation and privileged advice. Getting advice from people that it doesn't really fit getting advice from. So the reason we're going into this is because recently Angela Simmons had, like, I guess she posts videos every once in a while. Secretly.
I'll break my kid.
Sorry. Walking here with no coat on, I guess that really affected me.
Yeah, you coughed hard.
My chest hurt. Yeah.
But anyway, so Angela Simmons
patient zero over here.
She gonna kill us all. Right?
Y'all got to go.
But anyway, so Angela Simmons had posted a video or whatever talking about what the fuck was she talking about? She was talking about like how people that want to change, if you want to do something different in your life, then you should just go ahead and do it. It's really easy. It's not as hard as you think it is to just make a change and do something different if you're not feeling comfortable doing whatever you're doing. So that topic, I mean, that statement kind of brought up a lot of questions for people on the internet, just about like, who is she to tell us that we can change? So how do y'all feel about it? When you first hear that statement, how do y'all feel about it? Like Angela Simmons' whole thing about...
I ain't seen nothing she said was wrong.
Why not?
Because that sounded correct. If you want to change something, you'll change it.
So there's nothing wrong with what she said.
Y'all looking at where she's coming from, like her background. She can't say that because she got help. She a rich girl. You ain't went through shit, bitch. You ain't out here with one daddy, don't know your mama. I gotta strip to pay these bills and stuff like that. I'm not looking at that, but like she's right what she said. If you want to change something, you'll change instead of complaining. It's easy to say, I guess, because of her.
No, and I agree. There's nothing wrong with the message, just the messenger.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't think that was wrong with she just saying it.
I don't think that technically there's nothing wrong with what she said either. But I can see how everybody that was offended.
I just feel like you're offended. You very
you're already defensive.
Yeah, you're already mad.
But
just change your attitude. Stop looking like, man, that's a good word. Keep it moving. A lot of good words from people.
Oh, but then I feel like, I do feel where they coming from. I could be in a situation where I'm broke as fuck. I'm trying to figure out how to change something, whatever the case may be, and then this person of privilege is telling me like, hey, just pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
She didn't say that though. You didn't took the words.
No, that's pretty much the same.
But that's the same idea.
No, she didn't. Y'all took it wrong.
If a white person tells you, hey, you can change it.
You ain't about to change. There was Angela Simmons. She is black.
Yeah.
About to
but
change.
See, it's the same idea.
No, it's not the same thing.
But she's not one of us.
Yeah, she's one of us.
How?
She's black.
So everybody black is in the same category as you?
No, but like she's not saying, hey, like I don't think she said like, hey, just pull yourself up from your bootstraps. She's just like, just change your mindset. Just work on the change. Y'all took it very negative. Pastor says the same thing. He drive a Mercedes. Some of y'all pastors got big ass houses and stuff, and y'all still be going to Lakewood. What is Lakewood?
Lakewood.
Yeah, y'all still be going there when he be smiling, got all them goddamn millions of dollars, and he ain't coming in there broke.
I'm not saying. Well, I have a problem with that too, but I'm not saying that there's something wrong with her feeling that way and expressing that. And I agree that to an extent.
You don't know what she went through. She probably had depression and everything.
I mean, I'm sure she had depression. I mean, like a lot of people that have a lot of money have depression.
Yeah, I think when she got money, it's just all good.
I'm not even saying it's all good. But what I'm saying is you have the capacity to fail when you have, a backing. Yeah, so like, for example, let's say that we could talk about her clothing company. They call pastries, something like that. Because she started it when they were on. What's the name of the show they was on? Run's House.
Yeah.
Run's House. So when they were on Run's House, they started this whole clothing company and stuff. Nobody's heard shit from the company since.
Hey, FUBU went out of style too. Shit happens.
It does. But see, the thing about that company is, like, it never really came in style.
Yeah, it did. Girls were buying that stuff.
But then the people that had FUBU, they sold it.
Right.
And so they made their money off of it.
Yeah, FUBU didn't just like fail and disappear. Like they sold the company.
They just failed to disappear.
I don't know anything about pastries. I can
and
say
it's
that
not
I'm
for
ignorant.
men.
But this is my thing too, though. Kind of know what Jeremy is saying. If pastries did fail, like I said, I haven't gone into it to see what happened with the situation. But if it failed, they could be like, you just change up and do something else.
How you know they felt like that? They probably felt like, damn, man, we didn't make it, felt bad. You know?
But no, they have a safety net.
Okay. They jumped out there. So you're saying because you don't have a safety net, you shouldn't jump out there and try something.
No, it's risk reward. You know what I'm saying? It's risk reward, but it's the whole point of, like I said, I don't have nothing. I'm playing devil's advocate because I have no issue with what she said.
Right.
Because like either I'm gonna take what she said, I'm just gonna ignore it. It really doesn't change what I feel either way.
You sound
but
like you got an issue.
Whatever, you sound like a black woman just trying to defend everybody.
You know.
Yeah.
I like Angela's.
You talking about we gotta defend her because she black? Now,
yeah.
like I said, I don't disagree with what she said.
That.
You said it was fine because she was black. She wanted us.
Okay.
Yeah. run the tape back.
Yeah. Let's rewind it and play it back.
I probably did.
Okay.
I did say that.
But anyway, like that's what I'm saying though. Like I don't have an issue with what she said. I just at the same time I understand people's problem with it.
So that messenger shouldn't tell you to pull yourself up. So it should be somebody that came from the gutter, came from nothing to tell you to pull yourself up.
Me personally, I don't need nobody to tell me to pull myself up.
So,
but
since Cardi B said she used to strip, sell her pussy and all that other stuff, and now she got 5 nominations for a Grammy, I should follow her.
I don't think nobody should follow Cardi B either, but I'm just saying that like
no, okay.
I understand the argument to say, well, I mean, she ain't really got a struggle like everybody else does. So like, let's say I don't know how pastries did, so we can't really make a call on that. But let's make it hypothetical and say that if she started the company and it didn't work at all, like didn't sell shit, and then so like it made no money, it was a big loss. You know, they put $300,000 into just the startup of it, and they lost that $300,000. It was just a big ass L, and that's it. All that money's gone. Now for her, $300,000 gone, not gonna be the end of her life. She'll be fine. She'll bounce back. She got more money.
You saying for the daddy got money?
Right. So she still got she has a safety net, like we said earlier. Like she got something to fall back on. Now me, I step out there with what little money I got. I put like $10,000 into something. If I lose that $10,000, nigga, my life is over. Like I can't do shit.
I think people look into depth and who she is, and just.
That's exactly what it is.
That's exactly why you look at it like that.
You're supposed to listen to the message and keep moving.
But who does that?
Yeah, nobody ever does that. Not in this day and age.
I mean, to be honest, people will listen to that message before they listen to yours.
Yes,
who she is, and that's the crazy part. You could be telling people like, "Hey, just pick yourself up and tell them with like words of wisdom." But as soon as she say it, oh, she's so right.
Oh, I mean, it
because
happens.
of who she is. Because she got so many viewers.
And the thing is, popularity does breed you a better following.
Yeah.
Like you could
so
be.
now y'all mad because she said that shit and she ain't never been where you been. Like y'all both pick what the hell y'all want to do. Why y'all following this female if y'all don't like what she's saying?
I agree.
But that's again that's life. Because a lot of people say with radio disc jockeys and stuff like that, right? Mm-hmm. They was like, yeah, you'll have somebody say, oh, I love what you do, in case may be, right? Mm-hmm. I listen to you by like 30 minutes today, right? Yeah. And I'll enjoy your show. Now, the show could be like 4 hours long, right? Mm-hmm. The person that loves you is like, hey, I listen to like 30 minutes if I went to work, whatever, love what you do. But the person that be like, I hate what you do, and blah, blah, they listen for the entire 4 hours.
To talk about you.
Because they're waiting for you to say something that they can argue against.
Right.
Okay. So you're going to have more, like everybody say, you're going to have more haters than you have people love you.
Of course. And they're sitting right next to you.
Yeah.
Hi, haters.
Shut the hell up.
Make you feel good about yourself?
Yeah.
You feel good about yourself right now? We are not getting tacos and beer ever again. Before.
I'm okay. I'm sober now. I promise.
Anyway. No, but like, I guess I get what you're saying, Watch. Pretty much what happens is if you have that kind of a following, like Ashley said, you're going to have people that's going to listen to it. Because they got, they in the position they in. But at the same time, because they in that position, they're going to have a whole bunch of people that are going to disagree. And I think that's what kind of happened with Angela Simmons. Because, like, to my understanding, don't she, like, post videos, like, regularly, just randomly?
Yeah.
And so, like,
I don't follow her like that, but she's always been, like, positive.
Trying to be motivational.
She does,
Well, and like I'm saying, that's what everybody kind of judge because she's trying to be motivational, but then she'll post the thirst trap picture.
Yeah, but she works out pretty hard to
No,
post that
no,
shit.
no.
I was like, yeah, bitch, post that shit.
That's perfectly fine, but then that's why people be like moral compasses and stuff
What's
like that.
wrong with that?
Well, again, I don't have an issue with it, but this is my thing. This is where people try to find a negative. Everybody's trying to break somebody down.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I talked about it because the dude grabbed a titty in the video. Her boyfriend, I ain't like that, said that's Reverend Granddaughter.
I
If he be
mean,
grabbing titties,
I mean, she
don't
be
have-
fucking, so.
well, she got a baby, so she
Yeah.
doesn't be fucking. But that's none of my business. You supposed to act like you not.
Man, she got a lot of flack for that, too, though.
That baby.
When she had that baby.
So the other one did too.
Because they were talking about how, she's saving herself.
How she supposed to be
and
like
all
the
that.
big
She was
virgin.
a virgin. Then the first time she fucked, she just got to end up with a baby daddy.
Y'all really think?
The first time we
J.
found
Cole,
out,
it was
but
first-
it really like that. I think they went to the same college for a minute, and I think she was already out. I'll never mind. I don't talk about the girl
Who
like
put it
that.
out there like that? You just offended her for like the past 20 minutes.
I know.
That's fucked up. I'm all about women's rights.
Yeah.
No.
And basically just tore her down in 2
No, I ain't
seconds.
tear it down, but hey.
Tomorrow she get out there.
I mean, what you mean? She got a baby. It's not like she's not a virgin.
Oh, no, you know that now.
Raise your hand if you're a virgin. All right now.
I mean, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with her being a virgin or whatever. I'm just saying that, like, she caught a lot of flack for that.
But she
it's because of who she
put
is.
herself on that put. No, she did that shit. You could just shut the hell up about how you trying to save yourself.
How you gonna say that she did this shit now,
She
but
did.
she ain't do that shit when we talking about the shit she said today or whatever day it was.
Anytime you put yourself out there, you have to be ready for the praise and the criticism.
Yeah.
They both gonna come.
Like y'all said, I look like a drag queen.
Who
Who
said
thought you
that?
look like a drag queen?
I did.
Damn, you telling yourself again.
I was gonna say, 'cause I ain't saying nothing about you looking
But I
like no
was
drag.
drag. I was in that pose getting it. What? That looked good to me.
You know they can be taken out, just like we just talking about. Like,
What?
those things, I look like a drag queen with her, right? So what are you trying to say?
Oh, what you mean?
Like, what are you saying drag queens look like?
Yeah.
Ooh, let's not talk about that, my bad.
Yo, okay, that's what I'm saying.
Right, exactly.
You gotta really watch what you say. I don't
You
like.
really do.
But I'm just saying, like y'all watch the show Pose. Like I felt like one of them.
I know Watch Pose. I heard it was good.
It's a good show.
Drag queen. Yeah, they would really make up they come correct.
Okay. Well, then you came correct yesterday. Let's just say that.
I was like, hey, I'm somebody else.
Somebody.
But yeah, so anyway, like, so the whole thing is, like, sometimes you just don't want to take advice. You don't want to take things from people that are in a different position.
Who you take advice from?
I take advice from I'll take advice from anybody. Like, me personally, I don't care what your position is. You
So
can
if I
be,
say, hey, leave that hoe alone.
if I feel like you really know what you're talking about, then yeah.
No, you always think I don't know what I'm talking about.
I ain't never said that.
No, you
All
don't.
I'm saying
He
is,
said you really know what you're talking about, so he don't know.
like, if you tell me to leave that hoe alone, then that makes sense. Because, like, you a woman, so I would take your advice on that. Like, you know what you're talking about.
Leave that hoe alone. You wouldn't leave it. No, you wouldn't.
I would take your advice into consideration because of who you are.
Oh, okay.
That's real.
Because you have to have that person have to have some merit that's saying that to you.
Exactly, and it's like I said, we just discussed this like last week or whatever. That if somebody's giving you advice and they don't have any bearing, like anything that gives them any weight in that advice, then it makes it hard for you to take. In the same respect, if somebody is coming from a place where you don't think that they understand you, or you think that they can't possibly know your struggle, then it's gonna be hard for you to be like, yeah, I mean, I'm sure she's the best intentions and she's exactly right. I'm gonna do exactly what she tells me to do, but you don't know shit about what I gotta do. And so it's hard to do that, and just relating everything back to like therapy. That's why it's important to like be careful with your therapist, because like you have to feel comfortable that you were taking something from them, and you feel like they actually understand you.
Yeah, I feel like one of my therapists, they understand me. He's an older man. He ain't know what the fuck going on in this generation.
Yeah, I mean, like that's what I'm saying.
We both was like, what the hell?
I'm looking at the thing, and it's still like low on Ashley's voice, and I can't figure it out. But anyway, so
I'm getting on this fucking mic.
I mean, I hear you fine.
I
It's
can hear
just, I
myself.
don't get it. And that's why I can't understand why this shit.
And the playback could be loud. This shit, so
Yeah, it'll be fine. Anyway, so like I was saying, yeah, like it's hard to take advice from people that you don't trust really understand you and shit. So, like
I hate when my friends be like, you just need to leave him alone, girl. He ain't no good for you. But then they go back to their cheating ass husband, and I'm stuck here like lonely.
So you just don't want to be lonely. I feel you.
Swiping to the left, swipe.
You ain't gonna find nobody swiping to the left. You gotta start swiping to the right.
yeah.
My left's so strong.
So you ain't gonna find your king going to the left.
Yeah, you gotta start going to the right.
Swipe.
No, you gotta start going to the right. Swipe right. And then maybe you match up with somebody and maybe you give them a shot. They may not look good, but then when you meet
That's
them,
all you got is pictures on.
when you meet them, they be like, you know what, this nigga kind of cool.
Yeah.
I really like this guy.
Okay.
But anyway, so that I think I feel the same way about. I think people feel the same way about Angela Simmons as any of us. Shit, peeking. As any of us would feel about like a white person saying something to us. Like if a white person tells you something like, you should just overlook racism or whatever. Of course you're gonna be like, nigga, you don't even deal with the shit I deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Like, look, Becky, leave me alone, Becky.
Yeah, because I mean,
It's just like at work though. They be like, Ashley, man, just calm down. It's okay. You'll get through it. No, I must send a crazy email. To whom this may concern.
you send to whom this may concern a lot.
What? Or unfortunately, as I stated before, I have to say like, what? Those are wrong. Those are wrong stuff.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly how you should write it. But I'm saying that
But it sounds rude. Everybody says I say it sounds rude.
But no, but my whole thing is, yes, that's how you should state it, and that's how it should be. But
they sensitive.
yeah, but I'm saying that like you have a reason to not trust what somebody says. Like like I said, if a white person tells you something about race, you have a reason to not trust them to be like, okay, well, you don't know what you're talking about because you're not dealing with this. So if Angela Simmons, Angela Simmons, who has all this money, tells you it's all right, just change your career. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like something, just do something else. Like,
But
yeah,
a lot
you
of
can
people tell you that.
Yeah, but okay, let me tell you this. What people don't tell you all the time is that you shouldn't just change on a whim. You're not just gonna walk out of one job without having nothing else lined up. Because you got bills. You know what I'm saying? So like nobody's gonna tell you, hey, if you don't like the job, just quit and be unemployed. Like, I mean, you can collect unemployment, but at the best, like you still gotta find another job. So you're gonna be struggling trying to hurry up and find another job before your unemployment runs out.
Or a sugar daddy.
Or a sugar daddy, whichever one works for
Whichever
you.
one works.
You get out there, get you a sugar
Get out
daddy.
there. We already established that you ain't getting out there, so.
Yeah, you ain't getting you no sugar daddy.
2019.
Because you ain't trying to get no sugar.
You ain't trying to get out there for
They
real.
don't need all the sugar.
And you be calling everything nasty anyway, so
It is nasty.
yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't trying to do nothing.
Old balls is nasty.
I mean, whatever floats your boat.
Whatever you like. That's the
Nobody wants old balls.
hey, some people do.
I don't think old men want old balls.
Yeah, pretty much,
It's just what you have to deal with sometimes. So
life.
you got to do what you got to do to get things that you want.
Okay, play a clip, Ronnie.
Pretty much.
Use what you got to get what you want.
So come on.
Like,
Ho.
come on, ho. But yeah, no.
I felt that hurt.
It hurt her when she said it. It's like, what the fuck? That's what they call you when you get out there.
That's what they gonna call you, ho.
They do her kind of spirit. They kind of get deep.
Yeah.
Every time y'all say it.
Kind of hurt my feelings. He said the last one like, damn.
That's the other thing. Ashley could look like Ronnie.
Yeah.
You could be Ronnie.
I do not look like Ronnie.
Got the blonde hair.
I don't look like Ronnie though.
Assume the position. Get your apparel.
Y'all like that shit.
You can do that for like Halloween. Keep you with blonde hair. Go on them.
There's somebody there for Halloween. They went to Walmart or something.
Catty Don.
She went to Target.
Yeah.
I like her though.
You could do it too. Get out there, Ashley.
Mm-mm.
Ashley ain't wearing no cat suit.
I like cat suits, but I ain't going in there doing that.
Oh. Anyway. Alright, so we wrap it up to check yourself second. Basically just, I think that taking advice from anybody is good. It doesn't really matter where they come from. I understand why people feel uncomfortable taking advice from some people because they feel like they don't really relate. Mm-hmm. And I think that that's important to keep in mind when you're doing like therapy and things like that. Like, okay, I don't really think this person relates to me. I don't think they're going to understand my struggle. I feel like they're going to give me, sound advice, but it may not be fitting for me.
Especially if y'all way different in age.
Yeah, like if you are...
I just don't believe someone about 80-something years old telling me how to live in this era.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you a 20-year-old black woman and you got a 80-something-year-old white man as your therapist, it's going to be kind of hard.
I had a white man. He was old.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of hard to feel like you really relate and really can build that kind of rapport. Now, some of them are good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but he didn't understand. He was... Oh, my bad. He didn't understand.
Okay. So you have issues? When you touch your head like that, like, goddamn.
And I was like, yeah, so I met him at the club and I was pop locking and dropping it. He didn't understand. He was like, you were what?
I was gonna say, like, sometimes age don't really matter, and they can be good therapists, or they can really work with you and understand you and everything without all that extra. But it's best to find one that matches.
She said, I'm pop lock and drop it. He's like, okay, that's cool, but tell me about your mother.
Basically, that's basically what it was. I was like, what?
I don't know, man.
Her be tripping, man. She told me, I don't know who this lady is in these pictures. Who this woman?
Tell you was too beat for her.
Beat.
Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna move right along out of that. We're gonna move right back to the lying about segment, and we're gonna start off with this Kevin Hart thing that came up. So Kevin Hart was slated. I like the word slated. He was slated to do the Oscars. He was supposed to host them like he has before. And apparently some things came up about his prior, like some of his prior performances and, his stand-ups, and some of his tweets have been pulled and all of that from about, 2009. I think anywhere between like 2009 2011.
I'll go back and pull these. Like, they just got time.
Yeah, people got time.
People got time on their hands. And so, like, I don't know how this came up, but somehow I never found the origin of it all.
When you're motivated to do something,
yeah,
like people that take the time to find something.
Yeah, they find out things. But anyway, so they found some stuff he said. They called them like anti-gay or what's the word? I can't think of this word. Homophobic.
Yeah.
They were saying there's a lot of homophobic and anti-gay comments or whatever. And so I mean, and basically they were jokes. Because even, like, if you saw the tweets, I know, like, of course, the stand-up, you could hear it, but even on the tweets that they were talking about, like, he was going back and forth with one of his friends on Twitter, and he said something about, oh, he just ate a whole chicken, he ate a chicken whole, that nigga gay, or whatever, something like that. And so, like, when he said that, they were like, oh, that's so homophobic for you to talk about him. And he's like, another dude, one of his other friends, had a whole bunch of pictures of Kevin in his phone. And he's like, this nigga got so many pictures of me, and he a fat fag or something like that. And so
or he making a comment talking about his son, talking about if his son was ever caught playing with his sister's dollhouse, whatever, that he would he'll break the dollhouse or whatever case may be, and tell his son something, whatever. Everybody's like, that's just so violent and homophobic.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess the question is, for one thing, how do y'all feel about those old jokes, those old homophobic jokes?
They're funny.
They're funny. That's
hilarious.
I mean,
I don't think they're homophobic. He's a comedian. Come on now, get out of here with that shit. Really?
Damn. So you can just say whatever you want as a comedian.
As a comedian, I feel like you're gonna talk about. Yeah, you say what the fuck you want if you're a comedian or not.
But
now,
especially
I feel
comedians.
like the gay community make you scared to say. I'm scared to say that's gay, and I've been saying that's gay for a long time. But I'm on this show like I can't say that.
Well, I mean,
Y'all made me feel weird saying drag queen. Yeah, I look kind of like a drag queen this weekend. Fuck it, them hoes was rocking.
I mean, technically you're not supposed to say that. Like the whole.
They don't know what the fuck you can say.
The whole
You
argument
call me a
is.
nigga, and that's okay, right?
No, listen. The whole argument is people been saying that's gay forever because we used to say that's gay when I was like
And
elementary.
it's supposed to be a negative thing. No, that's gay.
Yeah, and so their fight right now is to get people to stop saying that's gay because we use it in like a negative connotation. Yeah.
But this is the issue though, and this is gonna fuck a lot of stuff up. It's getting to the point where everybody's kind of like on the defensive now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when everybody's on the defensive, it basically takes away from what the argument was originally about.
Yeah.
Like how with this Kevin Hart stuff, people trying to cancel Kevin Hart behind his gay comments. You had somebody like Nick Cannon pop up and he pulled Chelsea Handler's and Sarah Silverman's old tweets of them saying like gay stuff or whatever, right?
What they do to them? Nothing.
No, but that was the comment. He was like, "Oh, so we're gonna cancel them too," and stuff like that.
Are we gonna cancel them?
I don't know, but this is my probably not.
Because they white women.
No, but this is my thing though.
White women.
As well as that argument combats what's going on with Kevin Hart, it also takes away from the whole argument itself. Because you're at a point where like nobody want to get canceled, and it kind of turns to like, well, hey, gay people, how y'all feel? Fuck how y'all feel. Because we're not canceling nobody now. We're just gonna be everybody desensitized to it, and it's really not moving an agenda to get better.
And I really want to sit down and talk. Do you really feel any type of way with? Are they really feeling like, man, that's really sad, y'all? He don't like gay people. That's not what he said. But they talk about women. They talk about black women.
No, but this is my thing though. But he made a comedian, like people can go back and forth with that. But whatever anybody says, whatever, you're always gonna have a lot of people be like, yeah, that didn't offend me. I can be gay, I can be black, you know what I'm saying, Asian, whatever the case may be. Somebody can make a joke or make a comment. I can be like, yeah, I'm not bothered by that. But you have that small fraction of people that's gonna be bothered. It's gonna be loud about being bothered.
It's gonna be people like that.
Yeah, but those people that's gonna be loud and be bothered by it, whatever, they gonna make everybody else feel uncomfortable. Like, oh, we have to change something for these people.
Don't listen to them and don't go to their shows and just sit your ass in that little corner.
And that's what a lot of people say. A lot of people say when somebody says something on TV or snap, hey, how about you just don't support them or you don't go this and that? Why
don't make a protest and shit like that. Okay, that's your views. Unfortunately, everybody got the right to have their own opinion, what they want to listen to and what they want to watch.
True.
And the funny thing is that when people have this argument about other people's opinions, it's always like, yeah, my opinion is more important. Because, like, and I'm not against anybody, but, like, if somebody says that they are, you know, they don't really agree with gay culture and all that kind of stuff, then that's just them.
And then they'll be like, you're homophobic because you don't agree.
Right.
But what if it's like really my religion? Like what?
No, I just finna let you finish. But like I say, how people getting hit for that, whatever. Yeah. Like the whole Sandy Speaks documentary came out,
and documentary.
But they got her
what
for that.
On?
She made a comment about like gay people, whatever, and stuff. Oh, like one of her videos that she had made.
What she did?
Basically, just talking about how like in the way the person that wrote the article, I feel where they was coming from. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like you're doing too much. They was like, she's saying like, I guess it's just her feelings about like homophobia and stuff like that. But then she spun it and was like, well, you know, I have some issues with certain things, but not all things. She's like, I have gay friends and I have gay people in my family, whatever.
Yeah.
And the person that wrote the article was like, yeah, that's one of the worst things you can do because it's like, hey, I have a black I have such friend.
Yeah. I
have this and that kind of person. I know these people, whatever. To make it seem like it's a generalized thing or it's okay and stuff. But that's my thing though. Whatever they did, Kyler Murray, the quarterback for Oklahoma, he won the Heisman this past weekend. No. As soon as he won the Heisman,
They dug up old tweets.
They dug up old tweets. As soon as he won the Heisman, they dug up old tweets of him saying to somebody like, "Oh, you queer."
It's a big deal to some people.
Yeah.
It's a big deal to some people, and I think what's important and the problem is like Kyler Murray's situation is different because like he's young, he's still in college and all that kind of stuff. But like what people have to start to realize is, and I mean it's unfortunate. I mean I guess it's fortunate and unfortunate, but that there's a point in your life where you start to realize that you're too famous to have all your old shit on Twitter. So like once you realize that your fame is growing, you might as well just delete everything.
But this is my thing too. If I was Kevin, that's another thing. That's what got Kevin Hart issues is that he apologized before in the past.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't apologize again. He's like, I already apologized. I ain't doing it no more.
I don't blame him. How the fuck time you guys say you
And that's his prerogative. I'm saying he don't want to do that.
I don't blame him. Fuck the Oscars. We don't never win shit anyway.
That's true.
Right.
Fuck them.
Oscars
Y'all
don't
better
fuck
watch
with
the
black people.
BET Awards.
Nobody support black people. Don't support black shit
We're
anymore.
gonna support you now. Host that shit again.
Host it again.
Like I said, everybody want to jump on board. So it is kind of sad. Like.
Yeah, I just think it's.
That's what I was about to say too. I was like, if I was a celebrity or whatever, like somebody try to come for me with stuff like that, I'm gonna be like, you really can kiss my ass, because I'm gonna say what I want to say because the president of the United States.
He can say whatever. And I can't say that's gay.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I made this argument before. I think that that's part of the reason why President Trump won is because people are kind of tired of not feeling like they can say what they want to. Like I don't agree with shit Trump says. Like
no, but he never
but,
apologized.
But he doesn't apologize if he's able to say what he wants to say, and so
Because
people
I feel like once you
people
apologize,
appreciate that.
You admit that you sorry, like you admit something about, like
So
you admit what you say.
when you apologize, you admit something wrong happened.
Yeah.
So you never apologize. You be like, this shit wrong.
Right.
My mama don't never apologize. She be like,
because she always right. That's how she feels.
When she
even when she
right,
wrong.
and when she right, she right.
I mean, I wouldn't say that you should always be in a position where you don't apologize.
I'm not
but
apologizing.
If you say what you meant,
That's
and if that's what you meant to say, then don't say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that." No, you meant to say it. You never apologize for
You
that.
didn't know I was gonna tell you.
That's like in relationship arguments when people tell you like, "Hey,
I hate you.
I was mad and I really didn't mean to say that."
No, you meant that shit.
For you to even come in to say those words, you thought about what you said.
Yep. It was somewhere in your head.
You stupid ass bitch.
All right.
What?
No, that shit is loud.
It is. I can't figure out. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, the other thing is, one of the other things that came up, okay, so there was this whole thing, because people always get online and they talk about, they record racist people, and they record people doing things wrong, and they be
I'm
like...
scared they're going to give me one.
No, but here's my thing. You know how people, and then like, all these young kids, especially like college age, maybe a little older, like a little bit younger than us, they always say, I'm not my grandparents, ain't nobody gonna do me like that, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But these are the same people that just be recording. They don't ever do anything. Like, nobody acts on anything. Like, they talk about, I would have stood up in slavery time. Wasn't nobody gonna make me no slave. But then, like, white people call you a nigger and you pull out your phone and say
it again.
Yeah, say it again for the people on the internet. Fuck that. Punch that nigga. Like, why? Like, why y'all? I mean, like.
So they can call the laws on your ass. You going to jail.
I mean, like, I don't want to say you have to resort to violence, but you should be able to handle that.
You just said they should have.
I'm just saying you should be able to handle that without saying, "Hey, I'm gonna put you on the internet." Like that shit whack to me. I don't. Yes. Like.
Well, it is like I say. You're not acting in the situation. Like you're not trying to stop something bad from happening. You're just like, oh, I'm just gonna make a document recording of it, which is good. Make a record of it, but at the same time, you could actually stop what's happening before it escalates to that point.
I just pray I don't have to be involved in nothing like
It's like what was it the Boondocks episode with Catcher Freeman?
Yeah.
When the slaves were talking in the field, they was like, "Fuck that Harriet Tubman coming through, whatever." And Catcher Freeman coming, and you ain't never gonna see a slave be out like I'm be out, nigga. And this and that, and stuff like that. I'm about to be out this hole, and somebody in the other slave was talking, "Hey, master, come." He said, "Oh shit, where you at? Where you at?" So I said, "You was scared." It's like talking shit. The black people like talking shit
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When shit actually happened, everybody kind of like, you know what I'm saying, nuts go away and be like, oh shit, well I taped it. And stuff like, well, fuck.
Yeah, and that because I say that because there was a video that came up of some dude at one of those college campuses, and he was up there talking about how he loved white people and white people did everything, blah blah blah. It was a group of black kids basically, well, mostly
Columbia, that young guy, he had glasses on.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. And so like they just recorded him. Yeah, Europeans did everything.
Like, oh, that's what's up.
He's like, I'm not racist. I just love white men.
White excellence.
Yeah.
I couldn't even get mad at what he said.
I mean, no, I can't get mad at what he said either. But my
Black
thing
people
is,
do it all the time. So I really was like,
that's different.
How is it different? Black people do it. Why can't he love his white race? Did he say anything about black people?
White race there's no white race.
There's no white race.
No, there's no white race.
None.
No. There are Irish. There are English.
He's a European. He's like European, so he can't love who he is.
He can love who he is. Okay, the only reason black people say black excellence or black whatever, or that we love being black, is because we don't have identity.
And our blackness has been marginalized to the extent anything can be put down.
Because like if you have Nigerians love being Nigerian. I can't say I'm Nigerian because I don't know where the fuck I'm from.
You probably got some Nigerian in you.
I probably do, but I'm saying like.
And then the connotation of black coming up and just in our society in America, whatever, everything associated with black is evil.
Yeah, black is bad.
Yeah.
And so like to see somebody black doing something good is something that you need to point out. And so, for example, I have a friend named Corpus. His little brother has been like all over the news and even on the news in Houston because he's getting like 18 chords at graduation or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so like they talk about in the comment section, and of course, all the black people talking about, that's black excellence, blah blah blah. So there's like a debate in the comments because white people are like, y'all shouldn't be able to say black excellence if we can't say white excellence every time some white person does something. And it's not necessarily the same thing. Like you said, being black in America has such a negative connotation, period, that when it's something good related to black people, you have to point it out because most of the time we on there with a mugshot or something.
True.
Yeah, so, like I say, something happens to a European, whatever, they pull out their school pictures, or a picture with them and their family.
Yeah.
But you can have a black man or a woman that's in college right now. Whatever the case be, they'll find a mugshot or
you gonna find me throwing up
or the hood is
the hoodest
picture they can find,
or someone at the club looking toe up.
Right.
That's why they had an issue when that
girl died.
No, but when the guy got killed in Dallas for the cop bought the apartment,
they couldn't find
because the majority of his pictures was him in suits.
Thank God.
Yeah.
But not thank God. Oh my God.
And stuff like that because that's a way to make you look bad. Like I say, to turn a negative tone to
character or whatever. You know how they tarnish everything with that.
You gotta fit a narrative.
And that's what's so crazy to me, I guess, is
that's what they try to do on the documentary to me. All the white people on the documentary was talking down on Sandra Bland. I was just like, whoa, 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 whoa. Ain't nobody really say nothing to...
I mean, it was people talking positive on it too.
Okay, the white lady, the white preacher was, but the other men, the white men weren't.
It just depends on how you take it.
It's so much weed we found in her system. Weed ain't never made me want to kill myself. It made me want to stop killing somebody else.
It depends on how much weed you have and how your mental state is at the moment that you take a lot of weed.
You can't tell me that. I don't believe it.
Well, I mean, I feel what you're saying. I'm just saying that as somebody that deals with anxiety and has been high while being anxious.
Funny shit going down over there.
I'm just telling you, as somebody that deals with anxiety and has been high as hell while having an anxiety attack, I can see that happen. Like to be like, this shit ain't working out. Like I know how that feels, but I'm just.
Yeah, and like I say, everybody that's listening to this podcast, whatever, you gotta go check out that documentary. What's it called? Sandy Speaks.
This is Say Her Name.
Say Her Name.
Yeah.
Sandra Bland.
Yeah, on HBO. Make sure y'all check that out because everybody got their theories and stuff.
Right.
I got my conspiracy theory on that too. So.
Just saying.
Yeah, I think the Orange is the New Black scenario happened.
Basically.
And stuff.
It was
where they did some funny shit. They did some funny shit, and then she ended up dying, and they had to cover their ass. So
I don't
that's
know.
what it is.
It is what it is. But anyway, moving on from that. Let me see. I guess that's about it as far as just the lying about segment. I mean, because a lot of stuff happened on the internet, but I just don't need to talk about all of it. Like Michelle Williams being single.
Yeah, she free.
Yeah, she completely single.
That's what I'm talking about.
Y'all been lying about
Lil' mama.
Why you lying on your? You ever tell
Why
somebody
you
they
lying
can
on
hit? You ever tell somebody they can hit me in a week? I'ma fuck you up.
You sound like Lil' mama.
She said it calmer than that.
I was like, how you talking about your twin like that?
But dog, that's fuck. That's not your homeboy.
Yeah.
That's not your homeboy. You don't never tell nobody. And, well, I'm trying to fuck him.
Well, that's the whole point of him always trying to be cool.
Yeah,
Like,
I
he's
was like,
trying
you're
to
a
be-
lame ass nigga.
Yeah, he's trying to be in the in crowd and stuff.
But I need a nigga that's gonna swipe them visas.
Well, he'll fake like he is.
I know. I'll say Bow Wow act like it.
Bow Wow
And
too.
Bow Wow, and I think Bow Wow still got a little money though. Like,
He get money off the little show he do.
yeah, I'm saying he probably got some residuals coming in still and all that. So
He missed 106 in part
yeah,
because he was Mr. 106.
he was Mr. 106 in
I
part.
ain't gonna lie, I like him back then.
I think a lot of people did. He was very popular back in the 106 in part.
You just don't know the way you move so fast. I cross the floor.
All right, moving on.
So you was at the Scream tour.
I was not at the Scream tour.
Who was in the Scream tour? Bow Wow, Chris Brown,
B2K.
It was B2K.
and B2K. Yeah.
I wasn't.
The old days. You too old to be out there with them.
I
That
sure
would
was
be
too.
young people out there.
She was out there.
Really, dog?
She was out there.
Really, dog? You too
So I'm
old to be
gonna
out there.
take my cousin, the little cousin.
Yeah.
Come on, we gotta get in the front. Bring your ass.
I was like, that Scream tour, like that was when I was in like college.
College, yeah, college.
It was number 12-year-old little girl at that Scream tour.
Oh, no, you dog
And Ashley.
And Ashley.
Pushing them out the way.
Strong on them little kids.
Whatever.
Bow
Bum, bum, bum.
Bow Easy.
All the bum, bum, bum.
Little Biz.
Little Pig.
I wasn't after no little fizz. I know that.
Who you there for, Rasby?
With
Omarion?
J. Boo.
Oh, Omarion.
Hey, never mind.
Oh, wait, is he gay? That what you were saying?
Hey, he wants to live that kind of lifestyle.
Hey,
That's that man
his
lives is
business.
true.
That's his business. Like, what things, you know, whatever he want to do, let him do.
Yeah.
Anyway, we move right on to the Woosah segment, man. Oh,
Jackie.
what? What's up over there like that? What the fuck?
I thought she just pulled her name out of her head.
No.
Goddamn.
She gonna read the name on my phone.
And she said like somebody, oh, it was like mama call.
Oh my God, Ashley, what the fuck?
I can't even say I'm sorry.
Oh
You
shit.
know I got them eyes on them phones. I
The
know.
big ass eyes, I got you.
She see everything.
She everything.
Oh my God. Anyway,
Cut that out.
The better to see you with.
I'm not editing shit because I had to go find that shit. I'm not finna write down the number or nothing. I'm not finna do
No more
it. Yeah, forget it.
Oh man.
Anyway, we gotta move on. So, moving right along, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the Woosah segment.
Who's that?
All right, it's gonna go perfect into the thing I have to cut into this right now.
You gotta do it like that.
But you know what? I should start thinking out loud. Anyway, so Woosah segment for today. All right, so recently I saw this mother had posted a picture of her daughter, and she wrote this long post about how, you know, my daughter has really been doing bad. She came home from school and she's been being bullied. Everybody keeps telling her how ugly she is and she's fat and blah, blah, blah. And I just really wanted to post this. And I wanted people of the internet to respond and let her know how beautiful she is so that she knows that she's not ugly and she's not just as ugly and fat. She's actually beautiful, and I just want her to see. So I want y'all to respond to this.
Twitter, do your thing.
Yeah.
First of all, how old is his daughter?
The daughter was maybe 12, something like that.
So, what did people write?
People, it depends on who you look at.
Because I'm sorry, if I'm a kid that see that, because all kids are like 5 years old are on the internet and shit.
Right.
She come to school the next day, because
She get
I'm
So glad
She get clowned.
my mom don't know how to work. Nothing like that.
But no,
But you
okay.
should just tell.
So the internet is usually split. You got like your Facebook white people kind of internet, and then you got like the nigga internet where like they like to make jokes about everything. So like there was a vast majority, like a lot of the retweets and the posts under it and all that kind of stuff were real positive. Oh, she's a beautiful girl. Tell her how beautiful she is. Don't let anyone bring down her shine.
You queen, keep your head high.
Yeah, she's white though, so she ain't anybody call her queen. You know, only black people say queen.
Yeah.
Only black people say queen.
No, you can't call white women queen.
I mean, Queen Elizabeth.
Call them Siberian princesses.
Anyway.
But anyway, so you know, they had a whole bunch of people comment like that. But then one of the comments, and even my comment to it was, and a couple of other people that I saw on there commenting were like, you're taking this kind of the wrong direction, because if she's really struggling like that in school, for one, you need to be up at school talking to whoever needs to be keeping an eye out for the bullying.
The teachers.
The other thing is, if she's really struggling that much, you need to be getting her counseling. People on the internet saying she's pretty ain't gonna help her.
And that's where everything gets done in people, because people be looking for them likes.
That's what I think it is.
Women will take down a picture if you just get 3 likes.
But I'm saying, like, I understand that. That's common. Everybody, like, there's a lot of people that do that shit. But my thing is, when you start posting sympathy stories for likes and comments and to go viral and stuff like that, like then they find out that, like, one of the posts where the lady had the little boy at a party and nobody showed up, they found out the shit was fake.
Man, I thought that shit was fake.
I heard somewhere that it was fake.
Well, I know,
like, it wasn't as bad as she thought it was.
The homeless dude one was fake.
Yeah, the homeless dude definitely was fake.
People, right?
They scammed.
Yeah, they scammed. Yeah, but basically by them cutting the homeless dude, the fake homeless dude, out of the money that they got from the GoFundMe, they came out that he's part of the scam too.
Yeah, no, they white. It's all white people.
Yeah, so they all about to go to jail.
When we do our scam, nigga, I'm gonna tell you how much you get. You shut up.
Anyway, my nigga. So like, yeah, that one scam, they had a whole viral thing. They put a GoFundMe up. They were like, this man needed money, and they gave him money for his house so he could, survive and all that kind of stuff. And then the GoFundMe came. They made like $500,000 on the GoFundMe, and then they only gave him like $10,000 or something.
They didn't give him shit. I think they cut him out. Like,
they cut him out?
Yeah, they cut him out. Like and he made the thing about he didn't get no money.
You think I wouldn't? You cut me completely out. You could have gave me some money. I'm telling.
Well, what I saw at first was that he got money, but it was like they gave him like a few $100s, maybe a couple thousand, and then he found out later that the GoFundMe actually had gotten in $500,000. So they took the rest of it and were buying shit for themselves, like they had. And so like they went back and started investigating, and all the money was pretty much gone because they had been spending it. And so that's why they going to jail. They going to jail. Ain't no money going back.
Ain't going to jail.
And that's why I don't feel comfortable with GoFundMes in general.
Me
but
neither.
that just goes back to my whole thing about these whole viral videos, like these viral posts about like people struggling. And like, okay, so the one about the little boy was like he had like a pizza party, and his mom took a picture, and all the plates was empty, and like the pizzas were still there.
I was just wondering, why would you order all that pizza knowing ain't nobody there?
Ain't nobody tell you they was coming to this party, first of all. So why you ordering a pizza for you and your son?
I know I was wrong. I was just like, I would wait till the people come, then I'll start ordering. That's money.
Right.
I was
stupid.
like,
So she's stupid to start.
Have the kids go play games first.
I bet you them kids was playing games back there, and they told him to take a picture.
No, and it turned out like I don't know if this is true. I don't know how much was true, but like one of the stories I saw turned out that like, it was like a small party. And then, like, shit, they posed that picture so that it would look a lot worse. And so, like, people are like, why would you do that? Even if it's true, why would you do that to your son?
Do you see how the world is now? Like, people that really need help, we scared to help them because you might be lying.
That's
I'm
my
not
point.
giving you no GoFundMe nothing.
That's my
no
point.
No fund me money over here.
Like, that whole thing was even if it's not a scam, even if it was true, like let's say she did invite the whole class and the whole class didn't show up. No, not for the rest of his life. He was
ain't going to his damn party.
Your mama crazy as hell. She put everything on the internet.
Oh my God.
And I'm not going to your party.
You would tell him that too. I can figure
now everybody knows nobody came to your party.
Yeah, now everybody knows you
lame. That's Scam and Stanley. Scam and Stanley.
Lame ass Larry.
Yeah. Lame ass Larry.
No, we ain't going to your party, lame ass Larry.
He's lame.
Man, your mom posts pictures of pizza and cook. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. And so my whole thing with the Woosah segment is that I think that people need to really concentrate on being more cognizant of the internet is one thing, but when you have real issues, you need to deal with your real issues. The internet's not going to help you. In fact, most of the time it just hurts. It's not a helpful place overall. Like, you'd be better off, okay, let's say you do throw a party and nobody shows up. You should be consoling your son or figuring out a way to make it sound good to him rather than taking a picture of it and saying, hey, everybody, look how lame my son is, that he can't get no friends to come to this party.
Why don't you try to do what your family and the friends that are there? Try to make it the livest birthday party for the little boy.
That's my point. Like, you're supposed to make it fun for him regardless. You got this nigga with a pouty face taking a picture in front of an empty ass table.
He was like, look, nobody came to your party. Look at this. Look at this.
Doesn't this make you sad?
Larry, look down. Hold a slice of pizza. Look down.
Look what kind of person you are. You must be a sick person. Now take a picture.
Crown the pizza. Make everybody.
Slabber.
You gotta drop a couple tears, Larry. Come on.
Your lame ass.
Yeah. But but like I said,
lame ass son.
There's been multiple things. In fact, there was even I saw a post the other day where somebody had posted like, my professor didn't give a final, he decided to give us a party instead. And so like,
they can do that.
and then they showed, and he's like he just wanted people to show up to the Christmas party, but then they panned the room and nobody was there. It was like him, the professor, the person recording, like one other person, and all the rest of the desks were empty. Okay, so as it turns out, it was a project. So it wasn't a real video. That never happened. Oh. They set it all up. They posed it so that it would go viral. Because the class was a communications class and they were studying viral videos. And so they were showing that, people are going to eat up whatever goes out and goes viral.
Duh. You come out about everything.
So everybody was talking about, consoling the professor. Oh, he should fail everybody. And they were saying all of that. Yeah, everybody's saying the same things. And then they found out, okay, well, this never happened. And y'all just react. And they were studying people's reactions. People react to viral videos. They get really upset and all of that. And shit don't even mean anything. Like, half the time shit ain't really as bad as it seems, or it's not as good as it seems.
And the bad part about it, the shit that's going on ain't going to affect you.
At all. Like, it doesn't affect your life.
But it pisses people off to the point where, like...
That did piss me off.
Like, they had whole debates about it. And that's what they were trying to study, was that when they post these viral things, viral videos, viral pictures, or whatever, people going to have full-ass debates and, like, get heated about it. And it really is... And a lot of times it ain't shit.
Like, viral thing yesterday. Steph Curry came out and said he don't believe in the moon landing.
Oh, yeah.
And people went crazy on the internet.
Why did he even say that?
Because he may not believe in the moon. I've heard some conspiracy theories on that, and I kind of feel it.
I seen a documentary on that shit. I was like,
but I heard some conspiracy to this point, and I kind of agree with that. You can say, oh, it wasn't true, whatever. So you gonna mean to tell me all the people that work for NASA, how many thousands of people they have at the company, right? All, and then that's involved with this supposed to be this project, all gonna lie and to this point be secretive about it and keep that secret that long.
They all in on it. All the hundreds of thousands of employees, they all in on it. It's like they swear an oath when they take their job.
Somebody gonna do
y'all do y'all for certain stuff. You don't think they swear?
And shit always gets out.
Yeah, shit always leaks in the
Yeah.
Oh, I be damn. I don't know.
Yeah, shit always leaks. Somebody else, you heard some stories about, yeah, man, I heard about, what you talking about?
Niggas know the whole grip.
Yeah.
And so, like, I mean, because pillow talking usually gets people caught up. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, so the moon landing thing came out because Steph Curry's video, the thing came out where he said that, but actually he now has a pass to go tour all the NASA sites and stuff, because they said they want to prove to him all that they do.
But it also proves, let's say if he was just gaming the system.
Yeah, like, all it takes is a viral video. All it takes is a viral video to do a whole lot of shit. And I like I said, the woosah for today is just the fact that you need to concentrate on, like, actually making improvements to yourself or to your situation. Whether it be your son's party that nobody showed up to, you need to make him feel better about and not post pictures of.
Lame ass Larry.
Or it's whatever else. Like, I mean, it's a lot of shit that just goes viral, and it's not necessarily beneficial that it went viral. It's not helping anybody in the situation. It's not helping anybody that actually views it. All it's getting is likes and comments. But in today's society, that actually means something to people. To get as many likes and comments as possible. And
I think get some money out. I might send you on.
I might send you on a trip, which happens to a lot of people. Yeah. Which is what ended up happening. And I think everybody's trying to do that. But I will say, that like for every story like Lame Ass Larry, where you know the pizza party went awry, and then like I think he started getting all these offers from all these pizza places and all that kind of stuff. Like they started offering him shit, like his parents and everything. But for every story like that, there's about 100 people that post their kids shit, and none of that shit happens for them, and it's just detrimental to the kid.
Like the damn yodeling white boy.
Yeah.
In Walmart.
He was getting it.
No, he was doing the yodeling thing. A lot of people made fun of it. A lot of blew that shit up, right?
Yep.
If they didn't blow that shit up, he would never got that contract.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like you say, if something goes viral and people want to be on the right side of stuff,
you gotta hit it at a certain time. Because there'd be a lot of people doing stupid shit that I'd be like, really?
Yeah. Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like I don't want to say it's a formula, but it's like kind of like by chance that your viral shit is gonna work. So you really have to measure it. Is the risk versus reward of posting pictures and posting videos and all that kind of stuff, trying to go viral, rather than actually addressing the problem. Now, if you post the pictures, and I still don't agree with posting pictures of your kids to get likes and comments for them, because I think taking advantage of those situations.
Advantage of my needs. We gotta get this money.
And it's what like a lot of people think.
That's what a lot of people think, and then what they don't get the money, and your niece just embarrassed for the rest of her life.
All I need is money. What Cardi B say? Money.
But that's the issue too. Some people don't think past that moment.
Yeah, past the moment.
Like, damn, I really done fucked this kid up.
Yeah. She gonna be alright. We gonna be alright.
We'll get her some counseling.
Right.
People that told you that too. Look where you at.
I'm on this show. Giving the worst advice ever.
Ain't nothing but God.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing but
God brought you
Giving the worst advice ever.
We come this far on my faith. Alright, so we're gonna get out of here, man.
You start dancing like that.
No. Alright, man. Anybody got anything else? That's the end of my woo side. Just make sure you be cognizant of the things that you're doing, and make sure
use your kids to your best of their abilities.
Don't use your kids for likes and comments. That's the other thing. Alright, anybody got anything else?
No.
Anything coming up?
Anything coming up?
Within next week?
I'm going to the concert.
You going to concert?
Oh, I'm actually going to volunteer next Saturday too. If you're in the city of Houston, it's not next Saturday, it's this Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Sheila Jackson Lee, she always does her Toys for Kids thing in George R. Brown Convention Center.
Oh, yeah.
And I used to go every year to help volunteer for it. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go back this year because it's my first time back in a while. But they give out kids, they have food, they have some toys for kids. I'm not sure how they do the whole sign-up thing. I'm sure you can look online if you know a family in need or anything like that. They bus people in from all the hood, every neighborhood around the city, and they have buses go out to the neighborhoods and pick them up from, whatever complexes or whatever houses they're at. Bring them into the George R. Brown Convention Center. Let them, they have games, they got food, they got toys. They be giving out bikes. Yeah.
Wow.
They bring kids from all over the city. And she just, Sheila Jackson Lee does it, the congresswoman. And it's called Toys for Kids, and it's in George R. Brown on the 15th, December 15th in the morning.
I'm dressed up like a kid.
Yeah. I'm about to say, if you have something to donate, look into that. Do that. Go in your closets, like I say, it's the Christmas holidays, plus it's getting cold. That's where you in Houston, Texas, whatever. Look in your closets, whatever, stuff that you can't wear anymore, stuff like that. Or you got clothes to donate. Hey, go drop your stuff off at Goodwill. They have different kind of little depots all around the city, whatever, that you can drop clothes off, shoes and stuff like that. Yeah. So man, saying if you got stuff in your closet that you ain't using, whatever, go ahead and do that for the holidays.
I seen this bar that had jackets outside. They were like, if you need a jacket, pick one up. If you want to bring a jacket.
Bring a jacket, you leave one.
Cool.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
I was like, wow.
It's like take one or leave one with the jackets, and so you can go hang up your jackets.
They had some nice jackets. I almost took one, but I had one on. Damn.
Yeah, I think we're going to wrap this up.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get out of here on that note.
Give me God.
Yeah, I think that's what
this is nice. Like she's shopping or something.
She's shopping.
This is nice. Looking at them jackets like, damn, it's a nice jacket.
Somebody giving this one away?
I thought we could switch it out. Like, this not bad. Oh,
you could have. You could have left your jacket and took it
I
off.
wasn't going to leave my jacket.
No, man, you got two jackets on. Where you going?
Why are you walking off with both jackets? Ashley over there shopping in the donation site.
I didn't do it, Lord. It was in my head.
She's shopping at the donation site, man.
I need.
No, you don't.
As always, we hope you have laughed a little, learned a lot. We hope we have helped you find the remedies to whatever's troubling you. This is What's the Remedy podcast.
All right, y'all.